stories in his investors, all hopeful that the sport will rise again from the ashes in Kenya if only the aspiring generation and stakeholders do their part.
My advice to the current generation in boxing, they have never taken boxing serious. The young people today of this generation, they cannot be able to defend Kenya because they have never taken boxing as a sport. They have taken boxing as a pleasure. There's a difference of pleasure. During our time, we were not taking drugs. We are serious people. We were not drinking when we were doing sports. We were not drinking. We were not taking drugs. We were training natural, everything natural, and we were training harder, just like a marathon.
He is the face behind many successful basketball teams in the country, having been a force to reckon with in his heydays as a player. He's better known as Tom Asmas Olumbo, who was born in 1960 in Ngara, where the lure was playing cricket or hockey rather than any other sport.
My first sport I started when at the age of 13. That was in 1973, and that was hockey and cricket, because I was brought up in a community where that was the games that were being played. I was brought up with Indians, so we would play a lot of cricket and a lot of hockey. And that is actually what really motivated me to wanting to do something more vigorous. And that was now basketball.
Tom later discovered where his heart lay in the sprawling Shaurimoyo. However, his dad, who used to play for Lua Union, was not amused.
It's one thing actually my dad never liked, because you see, I went through school with bursary with the Indians. They actually sponsored me and everything. So one time I went to Shaurimoyo and I saw guys play basketball and I liked it, and I started going to Shaurimoyo. And I got a few friends there that actually now motivated me to play basketball. Then I also felt that basketball was much better. It was a high-paced game if you compare it with cricket. And I think it challenged me. And that is how come I got attached to it. My dad really didn't like it. One, it was being played in Shaurimoyo, so he didn't see how I was going all the way to Shaurimoyo just to play basketball. Then the other thing is the wear and tear of shoes in basketball was quite high. And you see, when I was playing cricket, the Indians would sponsor me everything. They would give me playing pads, playing bat. But now he had to buy shoes, and he had to buy me a basketball. So he really didn't like it.
The shooting guard later caught the eyes of Central Bank of Kenya scouts before he was recruited by Kenya Posta, where he proved to be a winner to record some of his best moments.
My first club was CBK. And CBK actually had seen me play at Shaurimoyo. So they talked to me and they told me to join them. And that was in 80. That's when I joined CBK. And I played with them for 2 years. Then after that, I joined Posta. During that time, there were a lot of tournaments. So there was a tournament in Kisumu, and it was a great tournament because it got to a point that we had a tie between us, Barclays, and Jua Kali. And those were great teams. And what I can remember is that it was a grueling tournament. And one team had to be dropped out. And that time, we and Jua Kali knocked out Barclays. And I think it was quite an achievement. When I was playing for CBK, I'd gone there because I was looking for a job. And now when Posta gave me a job, now you see everything changed, because now I was employed and I was playing because I was employed. There were Kikoso games that we had to play. So I started training hard, and my approach towards everything that I was doing was different because now I was involved in it. With Polestar, we've won the league. We won the league 4 times. Then I've also coached their ladies team and won the league 5 times with them.
Those were the days when Kenya basketball teams were held in high esteem in continental events, and Olumbo was a member of that generation.
We played in the Africa Cup of Nations, actually club championship. At that time, the teams were playing home and away. So we played El Al. We played them in Nairobi. That was in 90. We played them in Nairobi, and then we played them in Egypt. We won in Nairobi, but lost in Egypt. Actually, I think that was the first time a Kenyan club was beating an Egyptian club. I can say time back, people were really motivated.